Hello and welcome back. We have Evie in the slightly creepy electric suit right now. This is 50 questions Mormons can't answer. Answered. And let's move on to our lovely view. Side of the train as we go out into, looks like early morning London? Maybe late at night London. The game's actually quite bright even at night, I've noticed. Very odd. Anyway, we are on question 24. And it will require a little bit of explanation. So, if the Adam God doctrine isn't true, how come Doctrine and Covenants 27:11 calls Adam the Ancient of Days, which is clearly a title for God in Daniel chapter 7? Okay, so the Adam God theory, or Adam God doctrine, comes from the Journals of Discourse from Brigham Young, which, as I said in many previous videos, they essentially amount to his own opinion. They aren't official church doctrine, they aren't declarations of the church, and so on and so forth. That being said, the Adam God doctrine is a serious misinterpretation of one of the things he said, which essentially said, Adam is, the first. Basically, it goes back to our definition of the word God, and Adam as being the father of the human race does deserve the title of lowercase g God, or angel, a prophet, or a prophet I should say, on earth, and the father of the human race. He deserves like the lowercase g God title, at least according to Brigham Young. It doesn't mean that we believe Adam is God the Father. We do not. And so like I said, this question challenges it. If we don't believe that Adam is God the Father, if that isn't true, how come Doctrine and Covenants 27:11 calls Adam the Ancient of Days, which is clearly a title for God in Daniel chapter 7? I'm going to straight up encourage you to read Daniel chapter 7. I generally read the King James Version. In it, he as part of the vision that he sees an old man, gray hair, gray beard, sitting on a throne. Speaking of it, and he identifies the man as the Ancient of Days. It's not actually clear that that is God, and in fact, we don't believe it is God. We believe he saw a vision of Adam. And, it seems to me a really odd assumption to assume that it was God, namely because nothing else in the Old Testament, none of the visions of God, of the Old Testament, or of communication with God, actually showed him as a man sitting on a throne. That's never, none of the, at least in the Old Testament or in the New Testament, the visions directly of God have been, more or less indirect, seen through like looking into a cloud, as a cloud or a burning bush or something like that. He was never seen as a man sitting on a throne, and it just strikes me as a very odd assumption that the man sitting on the throne is obviously God. We believe he actually saw Adam. That's down to our personal belief. I encourage you to read it and make up your own mind. It's kind of an odd assumption that you would think that he was referring to God and not Adam in there, but it doesn't really clarify who that is outside of the title Ancient of Days. So yes, so if you don't automatically know that that's a title for Adam, then it's an understandable mistake to make. But like I said, this is just one of those questions that just strike me as just slightly odd, because it kind of assumes a fact, not an evidence, if I want to use a legal terminology. It's like, this is clearly a title for God, and it's like, no, that's really not apparent. Anyway, that's the answer to that one. Let me know what you think. Like and subscribe, of course, if you liked it and you want to subscribe. Or if you don't want to subscribe anyway, darn it. No, I'm just kidding. Anyway, I will see you in the next video. Bye.